Sarah Smith. You're brave, Sarah. Good evening to you. We've been trying to get Ocasio-Cortez on the air for months now, and we're getting crickets. So thank you for being here, all right? I've got the list. Free health care and free college and open borders. How much does that cost?
Open borders. So right now, people talk a lot about cost when it comes to these kinds of things, Bill. So they talk a lot about cost for a single-payer healthcare system. The system we have now costs taxpayers $47 trillion.
$47 trillion.
And a single-payer system, and a single-payer system would wind up changing that cost. It would reduce that cost to $33 trillion.
So you're
that's
actually
a figure that's widely quoted.
Yeah, you're saving us money then, is that right?
Single-payer systems save money. They allow better bargaining power. They reduce administrative costs in hospitals. They really save the taxpayers a lot of money. And then, you know, with things like debt-free education, we talk a lot. During the presidential election of 2016, Bernie Sanders, former presidential candidate, talked a lot about a speculative Wall Street tax. And what that is it's 0.2% off of every dollar that's traded on Wall Street. And what that generates every single year is it's projected that's going to generate yearly $370 billion. And the cost, if we earmark that specifically for education every year for college only costs about $75 billion.
Just give me a chance to get in here just a little bit here, okay? Just give me a chance here. I don't know where you get the $47 trillion figure, but I'll look that up, okay? Because I haven't seen that before. But you saw this study yesterday, right? They came out $32 trillion for free Medicare over 10 years. Do you know where you get that money? You only get it from raising taxes. And you're either going to tax the businesses, and I know you've worked hard in your life climbing the ladder in different jobs, but when the businesses get taxed, they take it out on their employees, or they pass it to the consumer. So ultimately, we end up paying for it in the end. And you can't get around that. And you've worked hard, and you want to keep a job, right?
Of course. I mean, that's what I've been doing. I talk all the time about what it's like being a working class woman. But the reality is we're already paying for Medicare. We just don't have access to it. The system was always intended to be a single-payer universal system. This was always its intention. All we're doing is we're trying to push to fulfill that intention. And when we talk about paying for things, no one asked where we're going to get the multiple trillions of dollars spent in Iraq. No one's asking where we're going to get the billions of dollars to pay for the parade that's coming out.
That's a debate we can have also. Why do you believe that the government can do a better job of taking care of people than people can actually do on their own?
Because that's the point of government. It's to empower people to be able to self-determine. The point of government is to be able to make sure that people can choose their own fate and choose their own future without having to worry if they can go to the doctor. It's about the government stepping in to care for the most basic needs of people, for the sick, for the people that need education, for the cities that need infrastructure.
That's all good, but again, it all comes with a price tag. And you just talked about health care, and I don't know about that figure, but you know, free college. That's not cheap, and that money's got to come from somewhere also. Do you think, I know you're inspired by Bernie Sanders. Do you think the Democratic Party had it in for Bernie Sanders in 2016?
I think it's very, very possible that they might have. I don't want to speak to a whole lot of speculation because I'm not super into the inner circles in the Democratic Party, but from an outsider's perspective, prima facie, it's what it looks like. It looks like they were trying to shoehorn him out of the entire election, and they were trying to keep him out of the race.
Based on your values, I'm certain.